We hit 30 this year.
Yep, 95 babies.
Yeah, I think one thing that's been on my mind is if I was in my 20s, if I was 20 years old again, what are some things that I wish I knew?
Let's say one thing.
One thing?
One thing. The one thing. You can go back to yourself at age 20 years old. What would you tell him?
I put a lot of emphasis into friendship. And I'm not saying you shouldn't put time into friendship, but I think that shouldn't be the whole focus. Having one or two good friends is all you need. And the reason why I say this is because during my undergrad, I spent a lot of my time, a lot of my effort trying to maintain my friendships with people that I'm no longer friends with. And for someone like myself who is in the life sciences, who wanted to pursue medicine and stuff like that, to me it's one of the biggest regrets that instead of having spent so much of that time with friends that I'm no longer friends with, if I had have invested that time into pursuing like med school, doing more volunteering positions, more research, or even studying for exams and stuff like that, I think would have been the play where now I'm 30, I don't have those kinds of regrets. Clearly people made choices with other friends and stuff like that, and even though I always felt like I was the one that was putting a lot of effort and stuff like that into trying to maintain friendships, clearly it wasn't reciprocated. But the amount of time and effort, the amount of energy it took mentally during undergrad, if I hadn't wasted all of that time, obviously I cherish all of the memories that I have with them, but I really should have invested that time into something else that would have stuck with me for longer than with people that didn't. I didn't put more effort into the things that I should have put time into it. And because of that, I'm in a situation where, I wish I was in a different place. Obviously, I'm happy where I am right now, but I did have different aspirations of where I would be by 30. And I think the way I managed my time when I was younger wasn't the best thing.
So let's, in summary, you see 20-year-old yourself. What's that line you're telling him?
Focus more on yourself than focusing on others. The only person you're going to be staying with indefinitely is you, not other people.
For me, I would say I've always been a waiter. I would say, okay, when I'm 25, I'm going to be in this mindset. And at that mindset, I'll be ready to do this. Or when I'm 30, I'll be in this mindset. I'll be ready to do that. When I was in high school, I said, okay, if I get into a good university, I'm going to be happy. If I get a good first job, I'm going to be happy. Everything has been waiting and nothing has been just being, experiencing, and living. So what I would tell my 20-year-old self is you will never be different. You will just be you all the time. So if you can't do it right now, there's no future self that's going to be able to do it. That was pervasive in my 20s. Like, oh, by 27, I'll be mature enough to think that. Oh, when you're 30, that none of it's true. You're going to feel the exact same now as you did then. You are still you, and I think that helps prioritize action. Do things, right? Mm-hmm. And honestly, the best things, at least for me, have come when I did things and didn't overthink things.
Yeah.
Just act. Obviously, in a good way. Don't do anything rash. Don't be crazy. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would tell my 20-year-old self now that I'm 30.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'm telling that to my 30-year-old self for 40.
Yeah. I think you need to really, because the thing is, you don't want to be 40 and then being like, oh, what I wish I knew I could tell my 30-year-old self.
Right.
In the same way that when we're 30, we're telling our 20-year-old self, oh, I wish you did this.
Wouldn't it be great to be in that balanced state where you said, I'm doing as I would like to do. I'm living within my values. I'm living within my purpose right now.
Yeah. Because the thing is, time flies by so fast.
Right.
I still remember my time in high school, and one blink, and I'm 30 years old, finished undergrad, finished a PhD, everything, and it's like another close my eyes, and I'll probably be 65.
And I'm sure if anybody here is older than 30, you might be thinking, oh, look at these 30-year-olds acting like that. They feel probably what we're talking about times a million because they've seen the time. They've seen the cycles recycle. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I would say. If you're 20 years old, 25, 27, you have what you thought is sort of what you would tell yourself. I said what I would tell myself. Hopefully you found that beneficial.